I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Welcome back to the Quarter Mile Podcast. We are done with the Riddick series, and we're not done with Vin Diesel yet.
No.
If you're here, we're here to talk about a man apart. Speaking of men apart, we couldn't keep this man apart from us for too long. What is
What a great transition.
That's not great. I've had a whole week to think of it. It's all downhill from here. Of course, I'm Drew Davis, one of your hosts. I'm joined as always with one of the most amazing hosts in the world. Her Instagram handle literally used to be something about being a host.
It was National Premiere Hostess, but it is now your girl, CJ Walton. That's what you know me as. So what's going on?
What's up, your girl, CJ Walton?
Hi, how are you, Drew? I'm singing to you.
I love it. I'm so good. I feel like I'm in a musical. Also, speaking of musicals, we are joined again by a wonderful guest, Renard Hirsch. What's up, Renard?
Is he that wonderful?
I'm a singer, because you'll never find
The light-skinned Barry White. Okay.
airline like mine.
Not my hairline.
This is
Shout out
becoming
to Tyler Craig.
a musical episode.
It is.
Listen, if you guys maybe you haven't seen Renard yet, he appeared on one of our bonus episodes not too long ago.
He's everything.
He is. We did a Fast and Furious interview with him, and we just got to chat Fast and Furious, and it was a lot of fun. And now we have a kind of a subscriber option. So if you want to get our bonus episodes or extra stuff, check it out for $3 or more. If you feel like giving us more than $3, you can listen to Renard talk about Fast and Furious, which that's your money's worth.
$3, I'll talk about whatever.
Yeah. You just give us a $3 bill and tell us what you want us to talk about.
Is there a $3 bill? No, just kidding.
There's absolutely not. I would love, but you know what? Who knows?
There is a $2 bill.
There is $2. I have a $2 bill right now.
Why was that a thing that everyone was collecting for so long? Because I also have a $2.
Because they said that they were going to go out of production, but the thing was people kept hoarding them. So, like, if you go to any old person, 9 times out of 10, they're going to have a $2 bill. But I have like 3 of them right now.
Yeah, so you have a good $6.
Got $6. What's up? But who's on the $2 bills? I have to go in my purse and look. I don't even know the president. That's
You carry it on you?
Is it John Adams? I don't know.
Is it supposed to be good luck or something?
I don't think so. I think it's
it's
just
a better luck $50 like $100.
You know what's even better luck? $100.
Yeah, there we go.
That's even better.
Let's do a quick check-in. Renard, we're gonna start with you. How's life been since the last time we saw you?
Oh, life has been great. We're doing good things. We're telling jokes. I just got back from Birmingham and headed to the ATL to do the punchline this week. So
that'll be great. We have a new little
yes, we do
right now.
What flavor is that?
You all have to guess.
I'm gonna guess it's tilt it so I can see the color of the frosting, so it's brown. I'm gonna guess it's tiramisu.
Okay, what do you guess?
Mocha latte?
It is not. It is lemon meringue pie.
Meringue. That's
Also, for our online listeners, the listeners, this is a cupcake we're describing.
Oh, that's right. Shout out to Cupcake Collection. This one came from the Germantown. Shout out to Mignon. I said Mignon. If you've never been to Cupcake Collection, you need to go right now.
Cancel whatever's going on.
Get your cakes there. They even do pup cakes, and they also do gluten-free and vegan.
Do you ever just get a pup cake and eat it and tell them you have a dog? Just take it home.
I'm not going to say I have not, but I'm not going to say I have not thought about it.
Okay, good.
No, I'm not going to say I have not.
Every time I see someone get a pup cup at a coffee shop, I think to myself, I could use a pup.
I could use a pup cup. So we're gonna taste this a little bit later to see what it tastes like. That's our new thing.
Do you want to taste it now or later? I hate for you to
Yeah, I'm gonna see what's.
Also, for anyone, we're reviewing A Man Apart eventually, but right now we're reviewing this cup.
Oh my god!
What the?
Oh, that was a good visceral reaction.
She's done.
She's in a sugar coma. Okay, well, yeah, we
get into this. We're gonna let her take her nap.
How are you doing, CJ?
I am
in a moment.
Yeah. I'm so happy right now.
Mm.
Like, if you,
Is that a new flavor?
yeah, this is the new,
Okay.
the limited flavor because they have Snickerdoodle, key lime margarita, and this lemon meringue. And if you ever had like 7 orgasms at once, because that's what that was.
All the time. That's like the way I say it is, if you haven't had 7, then you're not
Like at one time, like that's what this cupcake tastes like. So that's out the cup. I'm gonna save it.
the new name of that cupcake is the 7 orgasm cupcake.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if anybody is suffering from ED, get a cupcake.
get this cupcake.
And you're back.
I love it.
Back right on top. I swear to God.
You know, this is the most this is the best and weirdest intro to an episode that
Well,
we've
I
had.
mean,
This is
Because it's the man apart. It's the man apart.
Yeah, what a start. What a start. So before we get into it, you already know. Find us on all the social media things. Check us out. We ask for your opinions every Tuesdays for movies. We love hearing from you. We also have if in the fan mail section, if you want to drop what movie you'd like to recommend,
Please do.
by the end of the season we're doing 2 People's Choice movies. So
Yep.
we'd love to hear what you want us to do.
Some new genres are gonna come out.
Yeah, so lots of exciting stuff happening, and just send a gentle plug for the other podcast that I produce called Living Through the Shift with Tiffany Harris. She's a comedian. It's a podcast about her caretaker journey. Caregiver. That's
Caregiver. Well, no, she would be. I consider her a caretaker or a caregiver.
Yeah. Well, I think caretaker is like lawns and
True. So a caregiver. So she would be. Yeah.
So for clarification, it's a caregiver podcast, unless she also starts talking about her herbology or something, and
She's an amazing person.
Anyway, wonderful. It's a great podcast. Check it out. Without further ado, let's get into A Man Apart. All right, I think the phrase like, let's get some action. That we're in the action scene.
I like that.
We're all
Let's
here.
get some action.
Some action.
I like that.
A Man Apart came out in 2003. Here's an interesting play. So the movie came out in 2003. They finished filming it in 2001, but they held off on releasing it because they had a pretty good feeling that Fast and Furious, the first one, and Triple X were going to be successful. So they were like, let's wait for Vin Diesel to be a bigger star before we drop it. So it actually came out in 2003. It cost $36 million to make, and I like how you did this in the last week. So we're going to do it again.
Okay.
How much do you got? So it cost them $36 million. How much do you think they made?
You go first.
I'm gonna say 20.
You only think they made 20? Okay. I'm going with between 50 to 70.
Okay, so it was 44 million is how much they made. But here's the
We're both wrong.
Here's the
How much was it to make?
So it was 36.
Okay.
And they made 44. Now, what's interesting though is that's counting domestic and overseas. They actually made a lot more, or they made more from it, a little more from it overseas, but domestic, I think they only made like 17,000 or 17 million. So, so our cast, obviously Vin Diesel. We're just rocking it with Vin Diesel movies. Next week we're going into Triple X. We'll eventually cover other actors, but like we're rocking the Diesel verse right now.
Yeah,
so
the Diesel verse. I like that.
So Vin Diesel played Sean Vetter. Timothy how do I say his name? Alphaman. He played Hollywood Jack.
Yeah.
Lawrence Tate played
Lorenz
Tate. Thank you. I don't know why I don't learn these names.
Lorenz Tate.
Lorenz Tate played Demetrius Hicks.
My husband.
Gino Silva. That's it. Correct.
Yeah.
All right. 1 out of 4 so far. Mimo Lucero.
Yep.
And Jacqueline Obrador.
Yeah.
She played Stacy Vetter for like 10 minutes. So my question for you guys is like, who do you think had the best performance of the like which one of those which actor do you think did the best?
The actor that you failed to mention, which was Karrine Steffans.
She won that one.
Oh my God!
You this whole time.
She one of the naked. Was she one of the?
I need to get
Tate's wife.
I need to get off of this podcast.
Superhead.
I need to get off of this podcast right now because I was looking at that woman and I was like,
she was.
This woman, I know her. Superhead.
She did. She did great.
The girl was beautiful in the movie.
Yeah.
She honestly could act again.
Yeah, she made the movie.
She made the movie.
That was the best part.
You mean to okay, so Renard just oh my God. This whole time I did not know that was Superhead. And I'm looking at this woman.
I had to go back and look. So I read Karrine Steffans' book a couple years back,
Okay.
and she talked about her making getting the role in because who directed it? Was it F. Gary? Who directed it?
F. Scott.
This is the one time I didn't write it.
I'll find out.
Directed it.
Hold on, because I want to say it's
But
F.
yeah, because
Scott.
she talked about that in her book, how she got that role in Man Apart. And I was
Yeah.
like, what? So I had to go back and pull it up. I was like, oh, that was her.
I mean, she looked.
Oh, she looked
I
amazing.
mean, and she's not ugly. Let's start
Yeah,
there.
I
She's
mean,
not an ugly woman.
yeah.
But the fact, and she carried herself like an actor. That's what was like. I didn't. Let me get
None of that mattered. I just wanted to see the smile, and that was
There we go.
what I needed.
Man Apart.
Comedy Connection. Karrine Steffans had dated Bill Maher
Oh yeah,
before.
There
they
we
were.
go.
I thought they were married.
I did not know that, but I knew they dated.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if they were married or not.
I need to do a deeper dive on her because I saw her in this movie. She looked familiar, and then I vaguely looked into stuff, and then I just stopped. But I feel like
You don't need to do that deep.
Enjoy that deep dive.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if you
Back,
you're gonna be like, I'm so sorry.
you're gonna be like, why is your right hand so big?
yeah, I'm gonna.
She is a
Drew-
very talented
Drew, your arm is
Yeah.
your arm is really
Been-
strong.
Been having a great week. Anyway,
She taught me a lot. I was like,
But I shout out to her. But the book she put out was amazing, and her
and other stuff.
her acting.
thinking this was great.
No, not in this. And some other things I've seen was
This is
impeccable.
the second time. She's a porn star, isn't she?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Superhead.
Okay.
Superhead.
If you're watching this, RenardComedy.com, feel free to DM.
Bernard, you realize that the last time you're here, we got a fun of porn
Did we?
like
What is
stretch.
going on?
I don't-
You
What is going on? Like
I'm.
It's you.
Yeah,
you like the big dude.
sexy, right?
I love
Yeah.
big sexy man.
Yeah, I'm surprised he wasn't higher up on the list of actors. in
yes,
this either.
but I have one problem with Big Sexy. Big Sexy.
Gary. We were right.
Yeah.
Gary Gray.
F. Gary Gray.
He
Yep.
also directed Fast and Furious 7.
F. Gary Gray.
I think so. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He does
he
a bunch
did.
of music videos and stuff like that, and then
Okay.
Fast and Furious 7. Yep.
Yeah, because he did Friday.
Yep.
Law-abiding citizen, The Italian Job, Men in Black, Straight Outta Compton.
I
Set It Off, Friday, the fate of the
so he
Furious.
did 8, not 7. Yeah.
He did the fate of the Furious, and we did
Yeah.
not cover that.
Oh well, you didn't cover it.
It was covered.
Like, listen, little Missy, podcast existed before you.
Not little.
Isn't it weird that I'm so anti-confrontational that as I said, my stomach is turning out.
Listen, little Missy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the problem with Big Sexy, where self-identifying identifying chain he had to do crime.
I like that about him.
In case you didn't know,
Chain that says Big Sexy,
he's here. I don't know, but he had a big chain named
It
Big
said
Sexy.
Big Sexy.
and then they said his name several times.
They did.
Shootouts.
Even the DEA knew his name. The DEA, even the DEA was like, Big Sexy, I need you to leave, man.
That
my
means
God.
that man was an old school, fall to the earth criminal. Like
That's
like
exactly what
black
he was.
Western. Like if anyone else, tell him Big Sexy was here. Like that. I respect that.
That's exactly what he was. You're an old school,
Yeah.
run of the mill
Man was
criminal.
like,
Yeah.
it was traditional. We're gonna do an AI plot summary. Renard's gonna read it for us.
Are you going to read this in the voice, or are you going to read this in the Renard voice?
So you could read it as Vin Diesel. This one was written just as whatever. But if you want to give us your best Vin Diesel impression,
Okay.
you're more than welcome to. I don't know.
I would love to hear the
All right, we'll
impression.
try this out. Okay.
Can you do it?
Vin Diesel plays DEA agent Sean Vetter. Because when you need justice served, you get diesel-powered enforcement. After years of busting cartels with his trusty partner, the bad guys finally take things too personal and leave him with a tragic loss. That's when Vetter decides it's time to stop playing good cop and go full-on one-man army mode. Vetter sets his sights on the mysterious drug lord known as Diablo. Because if it's you running an evil empire, you need a name that screams villainy. Is that a word?
It is.
Yeah.
Villainy is the word.
But tracking down Diablo isn't a simple task. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Except the haystack is full of automatic weapons, betrayals, and explosions. Family. Armed with sheer rage, Vetter embarks on a testosterone-fueled quest for revenge. where everything explodes at the right moment. People talk in deep, gruff voices. Injustice is delivered with the force of an uppercut from Vin Diesel himself. The bad guys better hope their gateway cars have fast and furious engines, because when Vetter comes knocking, there are no safe parts and a man apart. Bullets fly, fists collide, and Diesel reminds us all that family is everything, even when things go south. If you're looking for high-octane action with enough grit to sand down a steel beam, this one's got you covered. And he lets you know that if you think you're big time, you're not. Big time comedians move 50 metric tons a month. I remember seeing that on the trailer, and I was like, "Oh, okay, now I got to see this."
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Great job. Good Vin Diesel ad, CJ. I'm so glad we got to hear that, because it sounds like Vin Diesel himself would write that and still speak about himself in third person. I love that.
Oh my God.
So I got some movie reviews here. I
got some trivia for you too.
Ooh, I love trivia.
Okay.
We'll do
Go to your movie reviews.
reviews first, then
Yeah.
trivia. I found the bad ones first, because those are my favorite to read. But then I was like, let's be positive, and I found some good ones too. So this first one's titled "A Man, a Fart."
What?
Pathetic macho man flick. The woman who played Diesel's wife was so cloyingly clingy, she seemed like a roll of cling wrap stuck to duct tape wrapped around the grunting bald guy. Diesel spoke to her in honey-dripping, endearing terms, and each of them focused on each other as if neither of them had had sex in decades, and massive doses of Viagra. Okay, we get it. Vin Diesel isn't gay. Can't make eye contact without having simultaneous multiple orgasms, similar to the cupcake that CJ. She's not even that hot, and he's, well, bald and lumpy. That seems rude. Diesel walked around in a tight wife beater shirt and sported male boobs. What's next? Male camel toe?
Yes.
I was like, has this guy never seen a Vin Diesel movie? Like, anyway,
He wasn't bald in this one though. He had like
he had some hair and a beard.
I mean, I was just about to say, like, this is the blackest I've ever seen him.
Yeah,
and the most hair he's had.
In his life.
Yeah, he had
The child.
Yeah. Diesel's friends seem seedier than the folks you've seen at a urine-splashed inner city subway station rolled up in a bottle of muscatel. The villain was the same guy who plays the most interesting man in the world for Dos Equis beer commercials.
Was that him?
Yeah, it was the same guy.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
Okay.
Nice. Did not know that. That's cool.
Okay.
Too funny. Diesel grunts and punches his way through a predictable juvenile orifice. So that guy didn't like the movie. He gave it 1 star. This other guy, his title to his review was, "I want 2 hours of my life back." When you walk into a movie theater after paying $7, you expect to be at least all right. Even if you're seeing Piglet's Big Movie, you expect it to be at least worth 1 out of $7. After you see A Man Apart, you walk out of the movie feeling like the movie itself owes you money. From the start to finish, Vin Diesel proves once again that his acting scales pales in comparison to Ja Rule. I wish I could have stayed home and watched the Spanish channel for 2 hours, which would have entertained me more. My favorite thing about this review is he references the time when movies were only $7.
Oh yeah.
Right, like
that.
that.
This was
What a world.
he saw it when it came out.
What a world. Now we got some nicer reviews. I think it's good to end on some positive
balance it
notes.
out.
You know, yeah. Like
Yes.
our spirits are
Yeah.
declined
Yin
after
and
that.
yang
So,
this.
yeah, action movies are a difficult genre, but nevertheless a genre that old Vinny has mastered. The movie is a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. The way Mr. Gray channeled the full energy of the actors in this movie is remarkable. Don't rent this movie. Buy it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. This last one says, it's just titled "Great Acting." Vin Diesel has shown me that he can act in Boiler Room. So when I saw Triple X and Fast and Furious, I knew it wasn't him. It was plotless scripts. Now that I've seen this movie, I can be reassured. Vin Diesel has really worked hard with his character. Minor details which make it human really brought the story to life. The story itself is a very good one.
What do you think, Renard,
About what?
about those reviews?
What was that last thing he said?
He said, the story itself is a very good one, which has you rooting for the protagonist for the whole time.
I mean, well, the rooting thing, because I'm a Vin Diesel fan, but he totally should have been taken off this case.
That's what I was saying. You were so right. I literally have that. Like, why is this man working this case for so long in the movie?
Yeah. Like it's like he's snapping off on everybody.
He
like,
really is.
the dude that was like, they're in the meeting.
And no one is like,
He's
it's not
like, yeah, hey, if you don't want to be here, get the fuck out. They're like, oh, hey,
At what point?
to help you.
Yeah. At what point does his superior say, you know what? Maybe he's too close to this one.
He might be a little
Yeah,
close
like,
to this guy.
we almost blew the whole investigation when he talked. Remember, he beat that dude
Yeah.
to death
Oh, yeah.
by
That's,
the car
Yeah. Or like the whole Russian roulette with the.
hey.
with
Hey.
extra bullets.
He deserved that Russian roulette.
I mean,
Oh, you talking about the dude in the attic?
No. Yeah. No, the dude outside.
well, he was in the attic.
Oh, he was an addict, yeah.
Same guy.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He was just a drug dealer.
I mean, like, he's
A snitch.
I'm not saying he like should be teaching youth group, but like he's
Why he can't teach youth group? What you saying, Drew? No, just playing. So I found some trivia about
Yeah.
this. So it says the scene where Sean beats the dealer to death was cut by 7 seconds. So that original scene featured the dealer spitting out teeth and bloody pieces from his cheek. So the scene was cut in order to get an R rating and not an NC-17.
I read that and I had forgotten completely that NC-17 existed. I was like, oh yeah.
I mean, the line's been moved so far now. It's like
Right.
they cuss on regular TV now.
That's what I'm saying. The original title of the movie was Diablo. New Line Cinema had to change the title to avoid a lawsuit of the role-playing hack and slash video game Diablo from
I
1996.
love Diablo 2. I haven't played the first one, but I was like in middle school and high school obsessed. So,
Okay.
but that's weird that they would be like, we're gonna sue you if you use this.
Is this a
game."
role playing game?
Oh man, yeah, it's a good old one of the first MMORPGs.
Okay. But this is.
You guys,
was this
you
before
guys,
Duke Nukem?
yeah. Well, about the same time. You guys seem like you did things like have friends and maybe procreate recreation.
Are stupid.
So I don't think you guys played it, but trust me, we would have had a wonderful party.
I did not. Here's something funny, and this could be for Renard. This was the final role for Karrine Steffans.
Okay. Well,
This is the last movie anybody saw her
Oh
in.
man.
And Lorenz Tate will later appear in an episode of TV series Justified, also starring none other than Timothy Olyphant, where he would be Timothy Olyphant would be the law officer, and Lorenz Tate would be the drug dealer.
which one was Oliphant?
Hollywood Jack. So those are some couple of fun facts.
That's fun. What did we think about this movie? What are all of our opinions?
I felt like it kind of went under the radar, like when it came out. That's why I said I thought it made even make it that much here because
Yeah.
you really didn't hear a lot about it, but it was just like it found me because I like Vin Diesel and Lorenz Tate. And I'm like them together. Okay, that's cool. I'm that. Hey, it's an action movie. I'm like I'm here for it. But yeah, like they said, they were like, yeah, this is a made by dudes for dudes,
Yeah.
like explosions, murders,
Yeah,
drugs,
just
cars, and they did have a few cool cars in this movie too to kind of go with the Fast and Furious. I remember the one that they stole
yeah.
at the airport.
It's kind of fun to when you're watching this. It almost feels like you're watching like a young Dom storyline.
Mhm. Yeah, like him getting shot in the leg and then swimming through sewage with no infection.
Yeah,
was,
of course.
Yeah.
That's Vin Diesel. That's Dominic Toretto.
That's
Interesting
all day.
invested for that man.
Yeah, 'cause they both got shot. He
Yeah.
and Lorenz Tate got shot.
Yeah.
I guess they had vests
Yeah.
on. But I think one of them, Vin got shot in the leg.
In
I
a
think.
knee, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But no, he didn't get shot in the knee. He
And then
got shot in the
you
leg.
did
Yeah.
see him like later when he's in Mexico or
Yeah,
walking with
he
a
had a
little
limp.
bit of a limp, and I was like,
It wasn't enough.
yeah, I was like, I feel like you'd be. And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like,
How later was this that he went to Mexico to get?
what the heck happened in that ending? Like, I don't think this movie is still going. I don't think it actually ended.
Apparently, I thought they had infiltrated his people because they all came out and arrested.
Yeah. I don't think
Okay.
they did infiltrate.
Yeah, so that's what I was assuming.
I threw on the handcuffs and he walked away, and everyone rushed.
Yeah,
He's still walking. He's still going. Vin Diesel.
He's still walking. He's
Okay.
enjoying his time in Mexico.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's still walking.
He met
No, he will never meet another woman. There is no other woman for him but
After seeing it,
Stacy.
I thought to myself, maybe you shouldn't have gone to Mexico and showed him your face.
Yeah,
maybe
maybe,
you should have kept the little thing on the
Right.
shiesty mask,
right.
and then he would have never known who he
He
was.
was the first person to wear a Pooh Shiesty, man.
That was a cool little, like, when they busted in there with
Yeah.
the mask. They kind of did a little vigilante
Wait a
moment.
minute, didn't he run them down on foot? in the car.
Yeah, of course he did. He's Vin freaking Diesel. Sean freaking Tater or whatever.
Oh, he did. I'm gonna get him.
Yeah.
Look, he was
You don't
determined.
need cars when you got
They
family.
killed his wife, okay?
Yeah.
They killed that man's wife.
This is the first time I've ever seen Vin have chemistry with a younger woman. Usually it's like an old grandma, and he's like,
That makes
That's true.
candles for
Yeah.
yeah.
That's true.
yeah,
And
yeah. What a weird.
You got to go back and look at that because that was not
He made a
correct.
lot of candles.
Yeah, she was making candles, and then they had a cookout, and he invited DEA agents and Big Sexy
Right.
and gang,
And everyone was so cool with it.
except for that one scene when they walked in, and Big Sexy was like,
Am I cool?
and then the other guy was like, he looked at Vin's wife, was like, "What's that all about?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, this is one of the big drug dealers," and I remember he had a new gun.
Yeah,
He was
it's
like,
okay.
I want to.
It's okay that he's a drug dealer because he's in our house.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's one of the good ones.
He's one of the
safe zone.
He's-
yeah.
for
It's
everybody.
a safe
Yeah.
space.
Yeah,
Including the woman in the bikini with a hot butt that the married men were looking at and
Yeah,
making
yeah.
jokes about for
We just
a
need to
moment.
see
so.
Karrine Steffans was.
who were those women?
I
Were they
need
just
to see.
women, random women at the beach, or were they at the party?
No, they were just random women.
Because,
That's-
I mean, he was.
We're just scoping out random tourists.
I mean, he was like, they were doing really well because they have beachfront property.
Yeah. That's a really
How much do DEA agents make?
not that much, but he also was
Not
he
that
had a
much.
pass with the drug guys. I
Yeah.
feel like he was interesting.
And
So
apparently they were ex-gang members who became DEA agents.
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
and everyone was cool. They're like, yeah,
Yeah.
you go get your gang member friends to help with the
Yeah.
investigation. It's fine.
We're going to bring you guys into the DEA. And
So I noticed a few noticed a few things in the movie that were parallels to Fast and Furious.
Okay.
So first of all, the family barbecue.
okay.
Right away, I was like, "Where's Roman? When's the Rock coming?"
No.
Second thing, when his woman died and they gave him the cross, I was like, "That
Oh,
freaking
yeah.
cross
I
is
noticed
amazing."
that
All
too,
the-
yeah.
and then this one's a bit obscure, but I feel like a mark of a good Fast and Furious movie is when someone says something at the beginning of the movie that is pretty dumb by itself, and then the movie happens, and then as Vin Diesel kills the bad guy,
Mhm.
he says the same line, like, "Sometimes the street wins." And the line he
He does
used here, the line he used is like, "If I wanted you dead, you would." And I was like, "That's Vin.
Because
That's
the other guy told him that.
I was like, I feel like I'm watching a Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah.
Like, so, and then I feel like the scene that didn't get enough credit because it was so random because it happened after all this serious stuff. The wife's dead. They're tracking down the drug dealers. Things are happening. And then Big Sexy sends out his drug sniffing chihuahua. Did you see
Oh
that?
yeah, I forgot about
I
that.
thought of you. I was like,
Yeah.
Gizmo could have played that part. I thought
course he could have.
Gizmo's CJ's
Yeah,
dogs for
agent
our
out.
listeners. Yeah.
Gizmo agent.
How long was he like out at the
Oh.
beginning there? Right,
Yeah.
because they had a whole funeral for this
Yeah, I
woman
was like,
without him.
Just the funeral? I was like,
Yeah.
how many months was he? Was he? He was in a
So
coma, right?
yeah,
I'm
so
assuming.
he,
I'm like,
which
yeah, he
was
in a coma for like
crazy
a
how
year.
that
But then he
happened.
woke up with like, all his strength.
Yeah, he woke up with his strength and a beard.
Right.
What?
Do you think they might have like needed to wait for him to come back for a funeral? Like, I mean, I get burying her, but like
Yeah.
they should have held a service once he was able to.
I'm gonna go with at least 3 months. I'm going with 3 months.
They were like, this body's starting to sink. We need to do
Yeah,
something.
they got like we gotta. Her family's asking questions. We
Right.
can't. They don't know if you're coming.
Korean.
Like if somebody's in coma, you don't know if they're coming out.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
you
So,
don't
so
really
they were
have the
thinking like
luxury
he
to
was
be
gonna
like,
probably be dead or something.
It could be a week. It could be 3 years. We don't know.
Yeah.
So, but whatever. We're
Yeah.
gonna keep this body on ice for
Yeah.
3. Yeah,
Keep her in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
She's got a candle. We can we can talk.
Anybody got a storage unit they're not using? We're just gonna put the body
Right.
there for safekeeping.
And I guess my biggest critique with this movie was I did think it was too long. Like I thought,
Really?
yeah, I thought it was too long. Like I got a little bit, and I enjoyed it, but I got a little bit bored. And I thought the action scenes were like they're trying to add too much suspense. To, like when he was like doing the raid, like I needed him to go in there and just start shooting people. Like wow,
Raid when they went in with Big Sexy.
yeah.
And he tried out his new toy.
No, I loved that part.
What'd
Yeah,
you
no,
say?
this was So I guess that was the cool part. But then it had a lot of him just like walking through the halls stealthily. I'm like, you're Vin freaking Diesel.
okay, yeah.
Diesel. You don't walk stealthily. You throw your gun down and you just punch your way. And you don't even need guns.
Yeah, throw a grenade, and then whoever's left, you just
Yeah,
beat
and
the crap out of
just walk in with the grenade. Let it
Yeah.
blow up.
Yeah.
And then keep walking. For me, I was like really into the movie. But then, like, I felt like it was dragging a little bit. And so, like, I was a little bit, like, less into it and then the end was confusing. I was like, oh, Okay. So that was my only critique.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly liked it. I don't know if I thought it was too long, but I did think it was a little bit redundant.
Right.
So maybe that's why I'm going with it. Like,
I don't know. Maybe at this point, maybe he should just leave the guy alone. I mean, he killed your wife. He knows where you live.
yeah, and that's where I was at
He's
with
to
it.
you
Yeah.
from prison.
Yeah.
So
Maybe just
maybe
let-
just let
you
him
know.
do his thing. Maybe if he gets preoccupied selling more weight,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
because that guy moves. He moves 50 metric tons
Yeah.
a month.
Right.
I mean, that's what he said. That's what he said, and I believed him when he said that.
I did not like Hollywood Jack's all blue outfit.
No, you weren't a bit. It was a weird choice. I remember thinking like, what's he wearing?
Baby, he a pimp. Baby, he is a pimp. Y'all got him messed up. Baby, he is a pimp.
No, he ran a.
No, he was a hairdresser.
It don't matter, honey. He is a pimp.
He was a
Okay, he is a player.
well. Again, it was a massage parlor. So
Exactly.
maybe he was running some.
Exactly, he a pimp. He a
Then
player.
after they harassed Jack and all the people from the spa came out to see what was going on.
He told him to get the hell back inside.
In the spa,
Get the hell back inside.
Crazy, like
you looking at?
this was filmed in 2001, which like it's weird when you watch movies that old, like because like police brutality hits differently. like now when I watch that, I'm like, I don't know if you should do that.
Yeah.
But like I feel like in 2001, I'm like, yeah, you beat him up, you can do it.
You
but-
punch him in the face.
But now I'm
Punch
like,
him.
it's sad because there's cops that are doing this for like, and they haven't had their wives murdered in front of
Oh gosh.
them. So
Oh yeah, because when he came back to the house and Karrine Steffans gave him the cold shoulder, he's
Yeah.
like, she doesn't feel comfortable with having me around.
I am just tripping on the fact that was Karrine
Oh
Steffans.
my God, she was I really enjoyed. I enjoyed that tidbit because when I first saw her come on screen, I was like, who is this cute woman on the screen? And then I was like, oh, I forgot she was in this.
yeah, this is her one-hit wonder. Well,
Yeah, so hey,
She's from Jamaica, Queens.
who? Oh,
Well, she's from St. Thomas, actually.
who?
Karrine Steffans.
Oh,
Corinne,
okay.
if you're listening to this podcast, we'd love to have you on.
Well,
I honestly, yes, Karrine Steffans. If you are, please, girl.
Yeah, just run it by Renard Comedy.
No.
I will.
You can run it by me. Huh.
Well,
Run it by your girl.
I'll reach out to you after.
Hey, I'm the one that read the book.
I'm
I know all your movies.
I'm about to marathon all of them. So it's gonna be a
I've seen them all. Okay.
Too Fast, Too Furious movie rating. So Too Fast is like you loved it, your life is better because of it. Fast is
You
like
said
you
you
liked it. Furious could either be you didn't like it or like it's whatever, you meh, And then Too Furious is like you hated it and your life is less than because of it.
Okay, and the first one is just fast.
No, too fast.
Fast.
Too
You
Fast,
loved
okay.
It's a reference to the second Fast and Furious.
Okay, I'm gonna
movie.
say Too Fast. It was. I mean, I got everything out of it that I expected from the movie. So it was like, okay, I'm expecting explosions. I'm expecting Lorenz Tate. I'm expecting Vin Diesel,
Yeah.
and I'm expecting drugs. And I was like,
you got them all.
it gave me everything I
Yeah.
expected
Yeah.
from it. I mean, there were, like you said, there were maybe some slow scenes and stuff like that. But I mean, overall, I was like, man, I got what I came for.
It was a
so.
7 orgasm cupcake movie.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There we go.
I'm giving it a fast. I honestly did like it. I didn't like. Oh my god! But I did like it. It was a little, like you said, it was a little bit. Some parts were a little bit too slow. I think I liked the parts mostly because they were speaking in Spanish, and I was closing my eyes to make sure that I could understand them.
Okay, and you
All right.
to understand it.
Some of it, especially when they were, when he was in jail. When he was in jail talking, that part I could understand.
Mhm.
But otherwise than that, would I watch it again? Sure, absolutely.
I'll give it a fast as well. I did think it drug on a little long. I think for the plot it was like I like these movies we talked about this with Pitch Black where it's like a simple plot.
Yes.
Like they're not saving the entire galaxy. They a man had his wife killed and is going to get the bad guys and in the process stopping a drug cartel.
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
simple, like it.
I like that.
But I'm learning as I'm watching all these movies. I think for me, my attention span is an hour and a half. If it's going to be a 2-hour movie, I need it to be a good 2 hours. Like this one, I think they could have done some more editing, gotten it down to an hour and a half.
Yeah.
But
Well, they did cut 7 seconds out, remember?
That's true. That's true. What more should I expect right now? I need that NC-17 rating. That's what I want, honestly.
I did want to see. I didn't like the part when we came back to the house was still shot up. I'm like, and still with crime tape on it. I was like, even at the end of the movie,
Yeah, I was like, when are they going to take care of this?
busy doing.
Yeah.
He was preoccupied. He was like, I'll talk to the window people.
No, you know,
I
Vin
call them
Diesel's like,
safe
I don't want you to clean it up. I want to look at this. It's
I
what
want to sulk in this.
yeah, so-
I didn't like him going to the graveyard and then turning around. Like, I get it, you're not ready, but then just don't.
yeah.
Yeah.
What if
No.
they had ended the movie right when he like walked away from Diablo? What if like that was where the credits hit? Do you think like that would have been a better ending than adding that graveyard scene?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Him
Oh, okay,
walking
just
away
walk
from
away. Oh,
D.
yeah, at the
Yeah.
end.
I
Okay.
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that, yeah,
We don't
didn't need the graveyard.
It's
Yeah.
sad enough, but we don't.
Yeah,
we don't need
Right.
get
We
it.
already loved her. We already knew that she was your one and only. We know that, you know what I'm saying? I need to be with my wife. We get it. Like,
Yeah. Maybe they could have replaced that scene with like him making candles now, like the scene from Ghost.
Yeah.
or him. Why can't he play back with his.
friend how to make candles.
Yeah, what's up? Where was his godchild? Why is he not playing with his godchild?
He had a
Oh,
guy-
that's right.
He ran streets.
Oh, well, because the wife didn't feel
Because
comfortable
she's
with him.
That's right, they
yeah, she
cousins.
does
They
not
were.
trust. Yeah, she does
And
not
then
trust him.
also, he went out on a mission probably after he probably told her he was going to get
Yeah.
pizza, and then he came back with a bullet wound, and she's like, "I told you." So he probably like after
Yeah,
he probably like on restriction.
they can only be friends
he
if he
can't-
goes on a business trip.
That's bull, man. That's his baby down there. That's his god baby right there, or it's his niece, whichever one.
I mean, things will smooth out.
They'll smooth out, yeah.
Yeah. but
When he
they're like-
starts dating again,
yeah,
He starts dating again.
Yeah, she's still. I mean, like she's sending back home with a bullet in his
She did.
whatever,
Yeah.
wherever he got shot.
She did.
yeah.
She did.
All right, here are my best bits.
Right. Ooh, I want to hear him.
All right, so these are like the most intense moments.
Okay.
These would have been my I don't have a cool. This would have been my 7 orgasmic moment of intensity, but not pleasure, but more
Marshmallow.
like shock and freak out.
I just want y'all to know that this is not frosting. This is marshmallow.
Oh, okay.
Meringue. It's like a meringue.
looks
It's a
good.
real
Next
meringue.
time we're gonna get a knife and we're gonna have to cut this up.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah, we'll have to all have a section.
Y'all gonna have to have a piece.
experience the sea cake.
You're gonna have to.
And listen, if you're listening to us, it is worth checking our YouTube channel out to see the cupcake. I might even do like a close up
Yeah, get a
for just
close-up
that
of
scene. So here are the scenes. They were just the most intense moments. Scene number 1 was the Russian roulette. Even without the 7 seconds, it was still
Yeah.
pretty intense. Scene number 2 was Hollywood Jack when he went into the house and killed the dude. Like when he went in for the
Oh,
beer.
that's a good one.
And yeah. And then scene number
We weren't expecting that for him. We didn't know.
right, yeah.
No, his
No.
DNA was that.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
it?
That at
That
that
was
po-
good.
when I saw that scene, I remember thinking like, "Oh, he's the main villain." I was wrong, but that scene was so intense. I was like, "He's the guy." And then the last one, I just wrote down a drunk cowboy beatdown, and it was when what was that scene? It was when he brought there's the drug deal, and then there's the drunk cowboy who's like, and he said something. He's like, "Yeah, we just killed this guy's wife."
Oh yeah.
And then man, everything ensued from there.
Because
So.
you're like, oh my god, he's gonna destroy this whole investigation right now.
Yeah, and he kind of did. Like
He did. Yeah, he kind of did.
yeah, like that was when they were like, maybe you shouldn't be on this case, and I was like, maybe you should have seen that sooner. But anyway, so those are my 3 scenes. So it was Russian roulette, Hollywood Jack in the fridge, or drunk cowboy beatdown.
I'm going with scene 2, Hollywood Jack in the fridge. I feel like that scene was very intense. That's where I'm going with. Where you at?
Yeah, I'll go with that one. I also like the scene when they were he was in the ceiling.
Yeah,
Attic.
well, that was
You
yeah.
didn't- you didn't know because remember they were walking
Yeah.
in and discovering dead bodies. So you like,
What's going on? Yeah.
here? Yeah,
That's
that
the
was
tongue.
a
Oh my God, the
Yeah.
tongue, the tongue,
Oh yeah, that's right.
the tongue. The
Well,
tongue. I'm going with the second one.
second one.
He said second one too.
Second one? Well, CJ's moved herself to the lead in this one. That was the one I picked. That was like all of them were intense moments, so that one caught me off guard though. So maybe because it wasn't the main character that we've already seen go crazy, but like yeah. So I think we're currently at like 4-3 on the score.
Yep, that's where we at.
So
Ha ha.
well, thank you, Renard, for coming out again.
So much fun.
We did it. That was a cool breakdown.
That was good. Yeah, did we cover everything in this movie?
I
As
don't
we
think we
And
did.
I think we all rewatched it pretty freshly, so it was like we could give a good.
Yeah.
yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
So
You really enjoy it. Well, of course you did.
Yeah. I mean, I liked it when it came out. So I think I had that poster in my classroom when I taught theater back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, because I used to go to I had a video place around the corner from me, and they would give away their posters.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
you know
cool.
what?
That's cool.
Now that you're saying that, I'm pretty sure I have seen that poster
Yeah.
in theater classes. I'm pretty
this
sure I have.
this wasn't we said it was the last one that won the award for the
Yes, that's what I was about to
this
look
one,
up and
so,
see.
yeah.
Like, so the last movie we had won an award.
We learned that the Riddick poster won like a Saturn award for
really?
their movie.
Okay.
poster.
So let's see, did this one? And I'm sure A Man Apart won awards. So
You know what? I don't know if maybe it did, but like I don't know. Because I had never seen this movie until this rewatch.
Okay.
let's see.
It wasn't a rewatch for me. It was just a watch.
Yeah. Okay. It was the first time watching. Okay. Okay.
A lot of
Okay, it had a nomination. Oh wow, a Teen Choice Award. Choice Movie Actor, Drama and Action and Adventure, Vin Diesel.
of course. I mean, like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, Renard.
All
We
right.
loved having you here.
Thanks for having me.
We'll have you again.
It's been great.
CJ only ate half of her cupcake in case you.
Yeah, I'm gonna share that because I'm gonna cut them a piece.
So, which is so nice of you. Listen, everyone, this week, go have a family barbecue. Bring out all of your friends, your drug dealer friends, your police friend.
Absolutely, happy Memorial Weekend.
Happy
It's my early
Memorial.
birthday. Shout out to all the Geminis.
Yeah, enjoy being a Gemini. I guess.
Happy early birthday,
Thank you.
Shan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Make sure you live your life
1/4 mile at a time.
All right.